Hello and welcome to another video by the Laser Sports Academy. Today we're going to be covering base cracking, a particular favourite topic of mine, one of my favourite things to do in the game, and probably, I think, one of the most satisfying things to do as well. We're going to cover 3 tips that I have for helping you crack out the last line position, sprinkling a little bit of like Helios 2 relevancy in there as well. But yeah, we're going to cover the idea of baiting or feinting to expose the phaser. Knowing the best pathways to dealing with each position, and coordinating with our teammates to set up pins and pincers. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the first of the tips we're going to cover for base cracking is the idea of baiting shots. Now this is something that I think is going to become extremely important on Helios 2, given how easy it is to hit those barrel sensors. If I can bait Jesse to take a shot and he exposes his phaser on Helios 2, it's almost like if I make an attempt to hit the phaser, it's like, I will hit it, right? If you didn't hit it, it's because you missed. It's not because of like some weird, on Nexus, sometimes hitting the phaser can feel a bit dodgy, right? If it's Helios Pro, even if I did feint and he showed his phaser a little bit, he's gonna have the whole sensor behind the wall, right? But if I'm here, right, I feint, I'm going to be able to hit that phaser easy. On Nexus, sometimes hitting the phaser can feel a bit dodgy. The second of the tips we're going to be covering today for base cracking is the idea of knowing the best pathway to dealing with a certain position, right? So in this case, we have Jesse is in, or Axiom is in the over position in green base, right? Now there's 2 ways I can go. I can go this way, or I can go behind me, right? This way, there is a massive distance between us, where if I was to go for a lunge on Axiom in this position, he's going to hit me all day. Maybe on Helios 2, I can maybe hit a phaser, but that's going to be a really hard lunge, right? Or if I stopped and thought for a second and went, wait, if I go the other way, I have the easiest lunge on the world. I can hit Jesse all day. So stopping and thinking about the best pathway to dealing with position in a base or in anywhere in the arena is really important for minimizing the amount of pointless deaths you have. And I think that's one of the best things that anyone can strive to do, is make every single deactivation they have meaningful, I guess. Obviously this is something where in every single arena, every single base, every position, the best pathway to dealing with it will be slightly different. So that'll be something that you have to play around with yourself. So the third of the tips and the last one we're going to cover today is the idea of coordinating with our teammates to set up pincers and pins to deal with really strong positions. Now, obviously, as an individual, you can make solo plays, you can pop off, get a really good lunge in and stuff, but at a certain level, or particularly with particular positions, sometimes it can be really, really hard to deal with them by yourselves. And so you really want to be coordinating with a teammate to deal with them. So there's 2 main ways that I would go about this. The first that we'll go over is a pincer. So the pincer is when myself and my teammate come from different doors. What this means is that now the last line's in a predicament where they can only watch one of us, and then the idea would be, as they're watching one of us, the other person gets an opportunity to shoot them in the back. So it might play out something like this. The second way I can coordinate with my teammates on attack is by executing a pin. So that'd be where, rather than us being on either side of the base, we'd be on either side of the base door. One person is the pinning person, one person is the lunging person. The idea is that if I was to just sit here like this, just as the pinning person, Axiom's never going to expose anything to me, right? He has no reason to. Similarly, if I were to just approach Axiom from the lunging angle, he's going to have, this is going to be a really difficult lunge for me to get if he knows what he's doing as the last line, right? So what I really want to do is have a teammate come from the lunging side. The pin spot is watching for a phaser, okay? And then the idea would be that my lunging person is going to lunge as far as they can that way to force Axiom to either they're going to have to expose their phaser to me to shoot this person. And it should play out something like this. Cool, so that wraps it up for our 3 tips for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you find any of these tips useful. Helps to know that at least hope I know what I'm talking about, but it, you know, it fills me with all the good chemicals when I have people telling me, hey, Holmes, I like used the thing from your video and it worked, you know, and that makes me feel nice, so please. Anyway, if you have any other suggestions of topics like you'd like covered, drop it in the comments below, or if you know me personally, you know, message me on Facebook and stuff, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video.